Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. My apologies for being so late on it. I've had this on my docket of things to cover for quite a while. Like to give you guys a notice whenever games are gonna get delisted from Steam, and while these aren't the biggest games in the world, whenever games are leaving the service forever, I do like to make you guys aware about it. We've got 10 games leaving the service tomorrow. Psikyo titles will be delisting on Steam on October 31st due to expiration of the license agreement. That's generally why games get delisted from Steam. It's generally licensing agreement. So we'll talk about that as those games will be leaving. I'll round out the video by highlighting some pretty good deals. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD Remake is out today. That is discounted at our friends at Green Man Gaming. Resident Evil Requiem is one of my most anticipated games of 2026, you guys, and GMG's already got the good hookup on that as far as a great deal on that. So we'll highlight that. Obviously a little bit early on at this point to pick that up. It's out February 27th, but why not glaze that game a little bit, because I'm really excited for it. And want to give you guys a heads up on Humble Choices. That is coming to an end here shortly, so make note of that as well. Alright, first of all, 10 games from Psikyo will be delisting on Steam tomorrow. This includes Striker 1945, Striker 1945-2, Striker 1999, Gunbird 2, Gunbark will be delisting as well. Samurai Aces and Episode 2 and 3, Soul Divide, Dragon Blaze, Zero Gunner, all of those games will be getting delisted. Zero Gunner 2, that is. All of those will be getting delisted, so always unfortunate to see that, and even more unfortunate, dude, if you're gonna delist these games, heavily discount them, man. A lot of people would be interested in getting these games in their library, but paying $9.99 a pop for, like, throwback arcade games, like, these are games a lot of people always are gonna be into. They're fun games, but $9.99 a pop, yo, you want to buy all these games, $108 for the collector's bundle? Who's finna spend that kind of money? Nobody's trying to spend that kind of money. You know, there are the big collectors out there that, collectors, quote unquote, given that it's digital licenses, but you get the idea. People that want these games in their library, but make it reasonable, man. Like, I loved what Turn 10 Playground and Microsoft did with Forza Horizon 4, gave us 6 months of notice and constantly put Forza Horizon 4 on sale 80% off. And that's, you know, Forza Horizon 4, a game that's a marquee title that, yo, I can understand paying $11.99 for that game. These, like, throwback arcade games, $9.99 for each of them and $108 for the bundle. Who's trying to spend that kind of money? Bro, the bundle should be, like, $15. $15 gets you all the games, and you would be selling a ton of copies of these games. You would be selling these games to people that in their lifetime would literally never play the game, but because it's $15, they'll buy the bundle. At $108, the people that buy games to have them just in case they want to play them, they probably won't end up buying the game because that's out of the price range that people are gonna want. Just, I implore any publisher that, I know they're probably not even watching this video, but you know, you guys would be surprised at some of the people that will end up finding my videos somehow, as far as people in the game development world. Maybe if the word gets to some of them, dude, if the games are gonna get delisted, make some money at the end of it and put the game discounted, because I assure you that there would be a level of interest in these games to get them in their library, but not at $108, man. Like, so just hate seeing that. And generally speaking, publishers do a pretty good job of giving you lead time in terms of notifying you of a game getting delisted, outside of the case of New World, which that just got delisted out of nowhere, but I digress. But also putting the game on sale, man. Put the game on sale. $5, $10 for the bundle even. You know, that might be a little bit of a stretch, but dude, the game's gonna get pulled and you're gonna make $0 out of it going forward and do the fan base a solid. And I would have to think that these games have been on sale before. Let's actually pull these up on SteamDB. They must have been on sale, so why not put them at the historic low that they've been at? Strikers 1945 has been down to $1.99, so why are we keeping it at $9.99? Like, come on, man. And now these games are just gonna be gone and people aren't gonna be able to add it to their library, so, you know, tangent over, but Very unfortunate as far as that's handled. All right, moving on from that, let's highlight some good news. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD Remake is out today, and it is discounted over at Green Man Gaming. You can get it for $46.79 if you're an XP member. You should play Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D Remake first, because that's the kickoff to the Erdrick trilogy, and it goes DQ3 into DQ1 into DQ2. That is the sequential order that you should play the games. That's why DQ3 came out last year, and this year we're getting DQ1 and 2. I love the HD 2D aesthetic. I gotta get around to finishing DQ3, so this isn't something I can play in the immediate future. Like, I still gotta play through Tales of Xillia, man, and Tales of Xillia out later today or tomorrow on consoles, but my plate's a little bit full that I can't circle back to DQ3 right now, but if you're interested, that is $46.79, a game that I'm certainly going to be playing early next year, one of my most anticipated games of next year, Resident Evil Requiem. It is 18% off for XP members, $57.39. We had a huge kind of like blowout of information yesterday. We got the Road to Requiem video, and we do know that there is going to be a showcase in early 2026. Again, one of my most anticipated games of 2026. I know that Capcom has a divisive relationship with PC gamers, to say the least, but I still think their level of consistency, outside of, the train wreck that was Monster Hunter Wilds, you look at the games that they put out, the Resident Evil titles, Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter Stories, those games have been good. They've been more often than not dropping banger after banger, and Resident Evil has been incredibly consistent. Even if, you weren't crazy about the RE3 remake, Biohazard was great, Resident Evil 2 remake was great, 4 remake was amazing, Village was fantastic, so to land on 4 out of 5 Resident Evil games of the last 5, that's pretty good. And RE3 was still fine, like, it was just not as good as the RE2 remake. But Requiem here, $57.39, 18% off. You'll get a Steam copy, you won't pay tax either, and it redeems directly on Steam. But that game won't be out until February. I'll make a ton of mentions of this leading into its release, but yeah, very excited for that. And then lastly, one final mention for Humble Choice, as that is going to be rotating out here very shortly. $15 will get you Atomic Heart, excuse me. I combined Atomic Heart and V Rising from a, name standpoint. But Atomic Heart, V Rising, System Shock, A Story of Seasons, Crypt Master, that'll be available. Shogun, Showdown, Hotel Renovator, Caravan Sandwich as well. Atomic Heart is the, headlining game this month. I hated the game, but a lot of people did like it. So, take that for what you will. And it's a game that goes for like $20 on sale. V Rising, good addition there. And then System Shock as a trio of titles at the top. Those are pretty good ones, and I think very much make it worthwhile for the $15. Now, they do have the offer of getting 1 month of Humble Choice for just $10 for new subscribers. Use the code SPOOKY25, and you'll get 1 month for $10. So that's a great offer as well. $10 for all of those games is fantastic. The Humble Choice price increase, definitely whenever something gets a price increase, people are going to push back on that, but generally, the months have been pretty good, and they're giving you that offer of $10. I do think that's quite good, so check that out. But that is going to do it for me. Again, 10 games will be getting delisted forever on Steam here tomorrow. Jump on those as soon as possible if you're interested. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD Remake and Resident Evil Requiem, deals on those, and then Humble Choice. $10 with the code SPOOKY25. And unfortunate as far as the games getting delisted. Not on sale, but what can you do? That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.